Okay, test 1 2. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
I can hear you.
Howdy.
Now
Hello.
I know you guys can hear me, but
Howdy.
can Discord? I mean, can Stream hear me?
Discord.
No, this
Discord,
is
whatever what you do.
no, this is Patrick.
Mike, let's just bump it.
Ugh.
Bump up the jam. Nope, still a little quiet. Let's see here. Okay, play with some settings. How do I sound to you guys?
Perfect.
Recording. Nope, further down. Test 1 2. That's a lot better.
Mic check.
Mic check. All right. It looks like everybody's good. Go in there. I'm gonna put the stream out. We'll see. Open some socials.
Oh, I should probably mute. I'm here. I'm just gonna be snacking while we do the catch up.
Cool. Yo, Dune fucking is amazing.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah, fuck. Shit is my new favorite thing. I got to see it in IMAX, and holy shit. Whew.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go grab a soda. Let's go ahead, and I've been lazy, and I'm just gonna make you guys keep doing it. We had Lane do it 2 weeks ago. Sean did it last week. Anybody want to try the recap for last session, real quick? The conclusion of Deadstone Cleft.
I'd be down to do it.
Lay it on us.
Damn, I said I
All right.
muted.
Oh. And then you can do it, Jay. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey man. Sure. So last we left off in the previous jam session, we started off after defeating the Thane of the Stone Giants Calithica. Wow, this music is really swelling and it's making me feel quite epic. We defeated the Stone Thane, and after a very rough battle, Derek being revived from the dead, we had to figure out how to escape. And the music's gone. Wow.
Fuck you, Wayne.
Took the wind right out of my sails.
Damn.
So we sought about a few different things. Tacitus, Third Rock, and Ollie went and spoke to the two giants proceeding outside of the temple and had some words, showed that we meant what we said, and exchanged some respect and some mutually agreed patience. And afterwards, William, casting a teleportation circle spell with his scroll received by the Harpers, took us to Loudwater with the gnome hostage in tow, who, once we arrived there unannounced, had a little bit of mind wipery to not be inducted into the Harpers. We informed Lord Oldman from Harpertown that all of the giant happenings, as well as some Zentarum happenings, which
Ah,
Astral felt a certain way about, and Ollie also received, in lieu of all of his other chaos going on, a message from his sending stone from his old pal and companion Felgalos. It got cut off, and he seemed to be in dire trouble, informing us very briefly of perhaps his location in the hands of cloud giants. So, with new information at our backs and need for direction to get the rest of the conches, to get to the Storm King Hecaton, we set off in search of our friend, the Cloud Giant Castle, and whatever may else be in store. So, as we tune our instruments and ready our new performance, we find ourselves on the Dragon Cultist airship, ready to approach, to seek, and to find answers.
Tacitus has a kid now.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
He became aware of that in Tribor. Also, we dropped off some fucked up flesh to a blacksmith.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
The
it.
clock.
Yeah.
I want you to turn this corpse
William
into a
got a claw.
sword.
The clock.
Okay, going back to good job, Jay. Proud dad moment. Let's see here, Jay. Inspiration. Ollie does not have one. Let's change that.
Augusty.
Now only
Yeah, let's
Astral
say
and Third
August, so
Rock
it's
and
not
William
crazy.
don't have one. You know what,
My
guys?
inspiration for
I
the
have
first
an
time this
inspiration.
entire
You still don't get it.
campaign last session.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Oh, you didn't get me one? What the fuck?
What if I was there?
Let me do a quick refresh.
Hey, girl, you drinking soda without me?
Oh my god. Alright, heading from
Wait,
the...
did you say Third Rock has an inspiration now?
No.
No, you don't.
Third
You're
Rock,
one of them.
William, and
You got a
Astral
hero
do
point.
not have one. Derek, Tacitus, and... I think you used yours.
I don't know, but I believe it.
I remember you using one. I don't think I marked it off the list.
I'll deduct it anyhow.
Okay, so only
I don't
Ollie
have
and
it
Derek
marked,
right
so-
The
now.
barbarian ass
Okay.
mindset.
I don't know, but I believe it.
I trust you with my life. I really hope you betray me because I want my character to die.
And wallet.
Armal, Twitch name going good. I closed my Twitch chat. I don't want that. All right, heading from the Harper City of Loudwater, you made your way to the rough and tumble settlement of Tribor, good up and coming town on the western side of the east of the Sword Coast, west of the north. From there, you begin heading your ship from Tribor to the Evermoors, the last known location of the Cloud Giant Castle that has Countess Sansuri, the seemingly giant lord in possession of one of these conches of teleportation. I don't think I heard you mention it. Crow and Valharo, the Archmage of the Harpers, also gave you a little bit of insight as to what the individual giant lords were kind of maybe planning. He confirmed again that the Fire Giants are seemingly building some sort of dragon-slaying colossus. The Frost Giants are searching for someone by the name of Artis Cimber, and there's some of the giants that they have interrogated, captured, or killed spoke of ushering in an age of everlasting ice. There have been dig sites where the castle that you're searching for has been seen to land, dig shit up, then leave. As well as put out earlier a few responses of like some Cloud Giant castles, possibly this one, possibly a different one, just like dropping rocks on small folk settlements. Because, you know, why not? Colossus, Trinity's favorite game. Yeah, let's just take a minute to
Oh,
stop
God.
and talk about Trinity's poor taste in video games.
Wow.
That's a salty memory.
I stand
God.
by it. All right, so
The
I
remaster
will.
was good.
We kind of waved handed a lot because we were kind of ending that session. We will kind of maybe start off here. It was like, I think it was 2 days to get to Tribor. You guys kind of dropped your stuff off, said hi, then made it, I'd say, about a day and a half-ish to Evermore's. So I'll go ahead and give you guys, I know I gave Third Rock like 2 days of downtime because he wanted to try to get proficient with Arcana. I'll go ahead and give the rest of you that time as well if you guys were heading up any projects. I know, William, you were teaching, so you won't really be able to do anything. Does anyone else?
Oh, there's a tiny thing I want. Since you'd mentioned it was kind of like a Ring of Storing, I'd like to attempt to store some third level lightning bolts on one of those off days, since that'd be kind of a quick little reach down and imbue. See if I can get some charges in that thing.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 17.
It holds 1 pretty comfortably right now.
Comfortably.
Mhm.
So that means it could get uncomfortable.
Lame. That's him saying, don't push it.
I'm saying that you rolled a nice Arcana check, and your understanding of how magic works.
It's gonna
It
go
seems like
exploding.
one lightning spell in this wand is an adequate amount for everyone's safety.
I'll fuck with that later.
Yes,
Understood.
okay.
I'll put just the one.
Especially
in it.
while you're flying on a balloon.
Loud crack, and everybody just stops and stares
just
at
in the middle of the night over some poor fucking town, just lightning strikes out of fucking nowhere.
Okay.
What was that?
Kind of.
Blimp the Hindenburg?
Yeah, speed through real quick. I'll go ahead and pull up the map on that just because I think it's cooler to look at sometimes.
Oh fuck.
Bullfrog's back. Hell yeah.
Oh,
Banishment.
There's a diff with that spell.
Because technically, if we keep on moving, he's going to appear where he originally was.
is that how that works?
I think.
Interesting. I'll keep that in mind if I ever attack you with a spellcaster on your ship.
Go ahead.
All right, so Third Rock and William are helping each other a little bit. Astral, were you working on anything right now?
I think the only thing I wanted to do was get that get the Stein rune embedded into those boots for Tacitus.
We already did that. Cool. Anything
Okay,
like downtime you wanted to work on, or just kind of like still watching Occultist?
Almost done with the,
Asher's
jeweler's
gonna be
kit.
chilling off, meditating.
Well, Sean, you were almost done with the jeweler's kit that you were working on with William. You only had like a few
I think
days
you
left
got
of that. Oh, cool. Never mind.
Yeah, I got that.
Give me a perception check.
Dragon.
Come on, Nat 20, you see Venom Bang.
The good thing he asked you and not me. Otherwise, it probably would be a dragon.
It's you. It's gonna
I
be a
asked you.
dragon.
he asked
Oh, you asked me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a dragon.
It's
Oh, that's a good enough roll.
oh, Dwagon.
No
see
way.
Dwagon.
Derek, what are you working on?
I would love to work on really developing a little bit of a relationship with my summonable hawk.
Okay. Did you you didn't finish getting your animal handling proficiency, right?
I did not. No.
yeah,
So I was
familiarize yourself with the hawk, and then also still work on that skill proficiency.
exactly. That's like the point of working on it. I think is to work on that skill proficiency, to
Are these little-
develop that relationship a little bit. Have it fly around and have it be called to me. Feed the hawk. And then turn it into the big hawk a couple of times. And then like familiarize myself with that process. And yeah, kind of like experience on the airship the kind of beauty that this hawk provides. I might even try, even though it's not technically considered a mount, I don't think. I can't remember what the exact description says, but I'd like to fly it hippogriff style.
Yeah, you can fly the giant eagle. That's fine, or the giant hawk.
Yeah.
I think it could only probably carry you because you're heavier with your armor and everything. We can maybe
Yeah,
do the math
that's
out
totally
later if you
fine.
ever need to. I think maybe you and then maybe Astral, but it wouldn't be able to. Take
Yeah, I
two
wouldn't-
Characters.
I wouldn't mind not wearing my armor during that time too, since I don't feel.
Which is fine, but just like for
threatened.
future reference, if you needed to use that for like a flying mount, I think you could.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'd probably bring Astral with me if he's down. See if he wants to go on a ride with me.
I think Astral's like our number one like rider. He just likes to jump on
Hey,
things
fuck
and ride
it.
them.
Fuck it,
I've
let's
ridden a
fly.
fucking
All right,
dragon.
Astral, make that perception check again.
Oh god.
Come on, you're gonna tell me while
Am I
he's
gonna
in the
wish I
sky,
brought my
it's not-
armor with me, Terry?
Oh my god, definitely advantage for sure. I was gonna
Oh
say
my
he gets
god.
some sort of advantage from
Holy
being in the
shit.
sky.
You guys spend some of the time learning the ins and outs of like riding a giant hawk. At least with both
Nice.
of you like being able to ride. A little bit better info on that. Go ahead and just give me a general intelligence check, Derek.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. See if you
General
knock any extra time
intelligence
off loading your
check.
proficiency.
Sure.
Hot
Astral can
dice
help you, so you
tonight,
get
boys.
advantage.
Yeah.
There you go. 20. I said Astral can help you, so you get advantage. So that's a 20.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so does that mean I get the proficiency? Or any time
I
off
think
of
you were
it?
pretty close. I
Yeah.
don't remember. I'd say, yeah, we'll give you proficiency on this downtime. I didn't have a steady track, so
Okay, cool.
go ahead and add
Yeah.
the proficiency for animal handling. Ollivander, you got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, I'm looking at my skills and I'm realizing for some reason I didn't select nature as a proficiency, despite being an herbologist and a gardener.
Well, you're proficient
That's
in
fucking
Feywild
awkward.
nature. This new nature is different.
That is
Oh, that's true. That's
This nature be hitting different.
What's this
Good
leaf?
explanation of that.
You're like, wait a minute.
Damn,
you're-
nature, you
A
scary.
maple
You're like, wait a
leaf?
minute.
What the fuck?
Fairies
Damn,
don't live in
nature,
your
you scary.
trees.
You're telling me I pick this flower and it doesn't magically explode and then wilt and then regrow
Yeah.
in my hand?
Motherfucker.
Mushrooms
birch
are probably
trees.
wild for you, seeing as they have to like grow at night.
Oh yeah.
This shit crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I just imagine I imagine Ollie like he first came to the material plane and like he found some mushrooms and like he planted them in this little thing and he tried to give them sunlight.
Yeah.
Um,
Did not work.
Why aren't my mushrooms growing?
Yeah, I don't have any resources to really make potions with me right now. So, I think,
Make a potion out of that pickled corn.
Pickled corn?
I gave him the pickled
Peanuts.
corn.
The
And it's
ancient
like-
corn. It's like
Um,
ancient corn.
I would like to spend my time with the Ild rune. That's the rune I have, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
The fire rune. And attempt to sort of
Hey,
form a
Come on,
connection
man.
with this fire elemental in the airship.
Oh.
Ooh.
And just like establish a rapport with since I essentially am like a wielder of fire myself now with this. Yeah, and I just want to like essentially spend most of the time chilling with this flame, and it's the most magical and mystical thing on this ship, and right now Ollie's just trying to escape. So he's just gonna go back to what he knows, and he fucks with it.
Nice. There you go.
All right, you spend some time kind of fucking around with the elemental on the ship. Go ahead and just give me a. What do I want to make this?
And charisma? Just like a general charisma check, or
I don't think it's charisma because he's not like talking to it. I think you're trying to like impose like the connection via like the magic you wield now over it.
Arcana.
I think Arcana maybe. I want to say either just a flat wisdom, just like it's kind of like your wisdom and your willpower, or an Arcana if you want to like do it more of the magic route.
They're both a +5, so
Okay.
I think I'll go with the intuition and.
There you go.
Just gonna roll a saving throw, but that's just because the same modifier.
oh my fucking dice color
roll
today.
dice.
Fuck.
Do I have two things open? I don't know why it rolled twice.
Jonah. We'll
Well,
take
if
the
we
10
act
though.
like Terry, we take the, hey, if we act like Terry, we take the bottom one, so it's a 19.
It's not how I do
Eh.
it.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Okay.
not how he does it. He does the top one first.
Oh right, yeah. Damn.
Well, if we were in Australia right now,
We would take the 8.
I liked your confidence, Jaden.
You
if I
convinced.
say
You
anything
convinced
with
Dalton.
enough confidence, someone's gonna listen.
Okay.
Fact.
That was America's problem for 4 years.
For
D&D.
300 years.
problem, I say solution.
All right. So you spend some time. Fire elementals are very untamable beasts in their own regard. They're literally made of just like primordial fire and magical energy. So it's gonna be a process, but it's possible.
And this one's
Definitely.
a fucking neat. He doesn't go anywhere. He just stays inside all day.
I was just angry.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah. As you guys press closer to the Evermores, we go into the night before you guys will reach the Evermores and possibly the Cloud Giant Castle. If there's anything you guys kind of wanted to talk about, plan, or go over, this would be your time to do so.
Cool.
We change the music from epic to
Yeah, feel free
planning.
to change the music. Well, that music is too epic. We have to fight something now.
Oh, that's loud. That's really loud.
A flying Tarask.
How'd you
No.
know?
No.
Giraffe! A flying Tarask? Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Giraffe. A flying giraffe.
I'm a giraffe.
That'll do. It's a bit somber. A little less epic.
Well, I mean, I guess we could just really go over what we were talking about in chat today.
Yeah.
I think
What
Ollie's.
the fuck does that mean, Theodore?
What the
Faceted?
fuck do names mean, William?
No, wait,
Anyway.
Theodore, it's been bits since I did. I'm a fucking idiot. Moving on.
Wait, what did I
No,
say?
he put his.
You
said
didn't say
nothing.
anything,
mouth.
bud.
What the fuck did you just say to me, Theodore?
As you
No.
were.
I think
Delphine, the leader of the cultists, kind of walks up. So, what's the plan then? Are we just flying our ship right up to a Cloud Giant Castle? I don't believe we could win that fight. If they have
Not with that attitude.
battlements. Well,
God
assuming
damn
that
it,
we only
Astrid.
have one ballista and they have at least 2 rocks, we're already outgunned.
Yeah, yeah. Not to worry.
Did you know that I could
Engage in
catch
air
rocks?
combat.
Did you know that I could cast a rock?
Astral, not the time to be flexing. I know you're
I'm
Strong.
running on a big high right now, man. All right, that. Listen, I feel like we could take on the world at this point, but you know what? I'll let you guys talk this over. And Astro steps into the back.
Someone 4'6" just going, I want a big high right now. Is so fucking shitty to me. Are you kidding
Interestingly
me?
enough, I believe I
Hands
adamantly
above his
remember
head.
him not catching the rock that was thrown at him, but just deflecting it.
It was it.
the
it
monk
was
caught
more,
the rock.
It was more
Move
than
on.
you can do, wizard boy.
Rock wouldn't have hit me.
That's
All right.
That's a. Many rocks have hit you, William. I just want to put that.
Yeah,
out
one of
there.
those boulders.
Been crushed by
Only
many a
because
rock.
I let those
When the man
rocks
in
hit
black
me.
comes walking by,
God.
when his head is in view, hit it with the rock.
Yes, very, very good. Delphine, we are not planning on storming the
almost
castle
spit.
from the air. That would be suicide, and not all of us wish to die right now. I will say, we will hope to speak and at least request safe landing, and then most likely a departure to the point where you can stay close, but well, maybe you can stay on the castle. I don't know. If they are cool with that, and we can at least start on an even footing, we'll go from there. And hopefully we'll get back to you. If they're not, I mean, lads, we've got to get to Felgos. And I've gotten him out of many a tricky situation, and he's done the same for me. I wouldn't ask us to put our lives completely at risk for it, but we do kind of owe him, and he is a good friend. So I feel like that is where we start. Getting to him at whatever means necessary and not grounding ourselves in the process.
I don't feel like there's a problem with us putting our lives at risk because we gladly did so when we went on that heist.
Oh, yes,
I would gladly do so again just to save him.
I merely mean we shouldn't be trying to die for him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, because then, no offense, that doesn't solve anything in the moment.
Well, thankfully, end of the day, the only one here trying to die is the green guy.
And
yeah,
failing.
And failing spectacularly, thank you.
I'll just like put a finger up to William and just like give Tacitus a hearty pat on the back and just be like, the camaraderie still exists between us all. Ah, yes. So, once we hit the ground floor, we begin moving and we go as far as words take us. I will say, I don't think they will get us all the way. And I think we should expect that, and we have come to expect that. We are entering into the realm of the enemy here. These are who we must stop. We must cease their actions immediately, or else, well, small folk won't be around much longer. So, we see how long good graces get us. We enter the court. We see I'm very familiar with courts. And, who knows, maybe we get all the way to the leader. Something tells me they won't offer up a conch very freely. Something tells me Felglos has worked his ways and they won't just release him because we ask them to. But I believe it will be a good start.
I think, if I may say something real quick, I think maybe mentioning the fact that we have a conch would be more of a disadvantage to us than an advantage. Maybe we should come to them with the information that we have more as a treasure and less as a peace offering. I think if we hold back everything that we know, plus what they know of us, we might be a little bit more advantaged with what we have to bargain with.
And as for what we have to bargain with, what would that be? Is what I'm curious of.
I'm not sure about the specifics of the kind, but for the general knowledge of it, I don't believe that giants are omnipotent to the point where they know everything that's happening. I think that with our course of travel, we've dealt with a few types of giants, and with that, maybe a few different clans of giants. We know the ground level of what's happening, and with cloud giants and my knowledge of things being a little bit more aristocratic and diplomatic, they might be a bit more wary to listen if someone's withholding information rather than just spewing it out. That being said, two of us, and Third Rock gestures over to Ollie and goes, have been directly notified via Dreamscape and consciousness through the Oracle and just the what I believe to be the signal of On, but it's neither here nor there. It's just a divine intervention, to say the least. I believe that with our path of travel and our proof of journey, that we can confirm to these giants that we are worthy of at least hearing out, further less either allying with or making a mutual transaction. But that being said, I don't think they should know we have a conch on us, so I don't know what we should do with that.
Well, with all that in regard, which it all sounds accurate, it doesn't really sound like we have much of a bargaining chip. If we wanted to go with the route, I mean, end of the day, I think we have knowledge that they might actually be privy to. We know where ancient dragon runes are. The Ascor.
Mm.
We witnessed actual dragon magic. I mean, if there was a place where they could be looking, I mean, that is information we could put forward. It's Irith's lair. Well, not Irith, it's other dragon. Well, my bad. They all get mixed up in here.
This is true, and it also reminds me, we have a
Poor thou.
unifying cause for, well, maybe not for giants to ally with us, but for them to at least, step aside and cease their attack on the small folk for now. It's dragons. Iramith is behind a great deal right now in terms of this war. And it seems these cloud giants are more focused on dragons and pursuing dragons, as well as the fire giants, but they are using small folk as a means to that end.
And kind of pulling Ollie in close to, very, very subtle, low whisper, just kind of going, we're also on a ship of Clouth, too.
This is true. I
do feel as though the cloud giants are less inclined in stopping dragons and more inclined on gaining power. The information we got from the Harpers was that they were looking for ancient dragon magic, not that they were looking for dragons. I mean, if they were looking for dragons, they've already probably got your boy Fogalos, so...
Yes, that is what I'm concerned with, and I'm doing my best to stay rational in the wake of that.
Of course.
This is dear to me, and I will say, Third Rock, I chose my name in many regards as a reflection of peace, of unification. Ollie for the olive branch. These are not people I wish to make peace with, in particular. This clan, these clans we are seeking out, while there may be peace in the future, it is not with these leaders, it is not with these actions, it is not with this ordering. We are here to fix, to course correct, and to alter the history of giants so that there may one day be peace. But we are nowhere near that right now. I don't wish to give these people more information and further the tools that they can use to dig into our backs. We must stop this before we start retribution and healing and moving forward. We are still, as the stone giants put it, poxes on their land in their eyes, despite all of the wisdom and the guidance you have received from the Allfather and from all of these deities, and from the guidance we've all received, from the passion and pursuit we are on. These are still enemies, and they are still viewing us as a means to an end to further their goal. So, as much as I wish to hold true to my namesake in this case, I do not see a way that we can ally ourselves and help them position themselves in their agenda. We are stopping their agenda and making a better one. We are replacing the rot and corruption that so many of us have been hurt from. And I feel we can do honor to all of our journeys, to all of our histories, by doing so. And so, my suggestion stands. We get as far as we can with our words. We move ourselves into a place of safety. We make our stand so that they do not hold such a great advantage. And then we pursue the exiling of that rot, of that villainy, of that drive for conquest that they all hold. I think we can agree on this, no?
Third Rock immediately just like acknowledges, kind of pondering off in the distance. Doesn't say a whole lot about it, but just like looking down while you're saying it. And as you say more and more, he just has a bit more squared posture, standing up more. And then like right when you reach the end, he's just like looks at you and then just nods. Just no, I know. Like kind of like convinced but already knew, like pipe dream fantasy, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
I-
Derek looks at Ollie, gives Ollie a stern look and of reassurance and hope, and just a look that he was so inspired, but what Ollie just said, that was like the most meaningful thing that he could possibly have said in that moment. Not only to probably Third Rock, but also to him. And I look at him, and I nod and I say, "We will not make the same mistake that I made all the way back when my brother fell. We will make haste. Save your dear friend Felgalos." I will do everything in my power, or die trying, to save your dear friend.
Just remember, easy on that die trying part, as you all are my friends and family too. We hold fast in each other and we hold fast in this mission, but martyrs only go so far, and their effect on the world is only to inspire those who come after. And I think there's still great more work we have to do in this life. So, stand together, stand tall, and we'll all get through this. And I'll look at Third Rock and just give him an acknowledgement of, I understand that this can be a harsh and difficult conversation, and if you ever want to be vulnerable about your feelings about it in a more private context, I'm here to talk.
Right, well, that was a very needed conversation, but if we're going into regards for how we actually get on the damn flying thing once we get there, if we're actually wanting to use words and not get our brains smashed in by rocks, Delphine, does this ship have any white flags on it?
Nah, we always fight to the death.
Oh no! Fireball!
I mean, we have the option to fly a flag of surrender, yes?
Good. Then I believe it'd probably be in our best interest to go and knock on the front door. Make it formal.
Mayhaps we can declaw ourselves as well, seeing as if we're firing a harpoon, we are going to die anyway. We might as well show them that we are not coming to engage in an airborne fight. At least remove the ammunition from the harpoons we fire.
Brosik looks like visibly sad.
Brosik, think about this. If you don't use harpoons today, you'll have harpoons for tomorrow.
Exactly.
He seems a little bit happier about that. Unloads the harpoon and goes downstairs.
Like hug his ashes, I guess. I don't fucking know what that guy does in his spare time. Like I said, go up, sign of, white flag. Hopefully, if Third Rock's right and they're more diplomatic than what we're used to, they won't immediately shoot us down from the sky. Upon getting there, hoping that we don't lose our one way of flight, Delphine, I'd recommend that you distance yourself from the castle once we get there. we'll either contact you once we're ready to leave, or we'll just use other methods of leaving. I know for one that I still have a teleportation circle scroll, and we have some capabilities of being able to survive a great distance fall.
Speaking of which, what should be a decent meeting place if we should have to use it?
Well, if we're judging it off of where we are now, which is over here in this ghost-looking place, if I guess the Evermores, I suppose we have a teleport, but we can go. You try to meet us outside of Yatar, if that's the case.
I imagine if I drop you off and leave, that might not look on the on. Might be
Then,
better
like I
for us
said,
to
keep a
just
distance, but keep
dock near
in
the
sight.
castle.
Is it keep a distance, stay within sight so they don't gain suspicion. Don't do anything that would dictate a violent response. We'll contact you when we either need picked up or contact you on a different location. By then,
I think
just-
what she's saying is it'd probably be best if she stayed at like there.
yeah, whatever you're comfortable with.
All right. Anything else, guys? Or moving on to the night?
Yeah.
One little RP thing.
All right, moving on.
As everybody's kind of readying, and William kind of being done with his momentary teaching with Third Rock, is going to approach Tacitus.
I'm getting taken advantage again.
No, don't worry. I
Just
don't.
a quick thing from this previous scene before we move on to that. I've finally decided what feat I'm taking, and
Hey.
it's inspiring leader. So I'm
There you
hoping
go.
this little talk we had will translate to the inspiring speech. So the next initiative we go into, you will all hold 14 temp HP.
I know.
I
I,
mean, yeah.
feel like that speech lasted for 10 minutes. Is all I'm gonna say.
I feel like you can suck my dick for 10 minutes.
I would be awfully inspired if I did.
No, Jay, that was perfect.
That
That
puts
was
me-
one of the most awesome things.
That puts me to 130 health in an initiative.
Cool. As I was kind of going up as the sun is going down, or up. I don't know what time it is. Tacitus, a moment.
Tacitus is pretty visibly drunk, but still trying to look like he's holding his composure.
Yeah, that's right. You did get that new alcohol from the.
Yeah, who's ear raping our fucking headsets right now?
Oh shit! I'm not muted. Fuck. Sorry.
It appears as though you successfully got that new alcohol from the Stone Giants. Then
I forgot all about that.
cool. Well, that's not even what I'm here for. You took a dip in that that mud a few times.
Yeah.
I hate to ask this, and I'm not asking for it back, but is
Yes,
the
my
watch I
dick.
gave you still what? No, not your dick. The watch. Is it still in good condition?
Tacitus is gonna fish around for his watch, and it's his watch now. Try to see if he can find it. I don't know. I don't actually have an item for this, and I don't know if it affects it. But
Roll a D100.
all right, deal. If you trusted me and I fucked it up, that's your bad.
Hey, you got it.
Minecraft. No, that's 64.
I have it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
All right. Is it stone?
No, it's okay. It's inside your. It's in your bag.
Tess gonna just hold it up and just kind of wiggle his arm a little bit while he's holding it. Just looks good to me. Are you ready to take it back?
Are you not wanting to hold on to it?
I saw I was holding on to it because you were worried you were gonna lose it. And then he's gonna hiccup slightly.
Ah,
You see a moment of William longingly staring at it for a moment. It's probably for the best if you keep holding on to it. not in the group's interest for me to be thinking about that right now. Just wanted to make sure it was good, as he kind of almost reaches out to touch it. Pulls his hand back. Kind of gives a shit. Good. You're doing well.
I mean, I think so. I feel good. I feel healthy. But you know me, man. He's just gonna lazily like slap his like kind of just like try to bump you like on the shoulder, but just a little bit too aggressively. He's fucked up, but it's late and like full like just meta conversation here. He's still kind of reeling with the fact that like what went down last time, you know? Like at the fucking Stone Palace. It's been 2 days and he had a pretty fucking life-altering experience in there. And albeit, yeah, you're checking on your watch, but Tacitus's head is on just all right, here we go, diving into the fucking maw again. And he's not happy about it, but he's keeping himself reserved. He doesn't fully understand how the conscious work or why they're so important. But just also meta talking here, I do understand why the conscious how the conscious work. But no, he's displaced at the moment. He would much rather be doing something that he feels would be more productive, which is essentially just like murder. But all this planning has got him confused.
Okay.
Like I said, I figured I partially wanted to check on you, and I don't know. I guess last time's the only time that I never felt like your own death would have been at your own hands. So, William kind of lifting up his arm where he keeps the rope that matches the rope around your wrist. Wanted to thank you for holding up your end of the bargain, I suppose. Pulling his sleeve back down.
Tacitus is just gonna clap his hands together and he's gonna stretch his arms out wide to be like, "Well, tomorrow's another day, Davis." And
that it is.
he's gonna take about 2 steps back, pretty drunkenly stumbling. He also
Probably
if
a bad
you
idea, but fuck it. And William takes a flower off of the the crown, hands it to him. I don't know what this will do, but who knows? Maybe it'll be good for you.
he's gonna like snap out of the drunken stupor for a second from the flower. He's gonna be like, now that we've been up here for quite some time and on multiple travels, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I fucking hate flying.
Oh.
And he's gonna look at the flower and he's just gonna kind of like in the dark as it's like, the nice bluish with the like deep purple really up top as like sun's cascading down into night. And he's just gonna look around and he's gonna really just focus on the details of the flower.
And based on the last spell that I cast and how I altered it, you'll notice that strangely, that flower, while blue, also has a layer of frost over it that strangely doesn't disappear.
Neato.
Cool. Well, don't get too wasted. You do need to be on your feet tomorrow.
He's gonna look.
Take care of yourself.
As you're walking away, Tacitus is gonna call to you. He's just standing there, straight up, looking at the flower. Can I eat this?
Please don't eat that. I don't know what happens if you eat that.
In the back of your mind, Tacitus, eat it. Come on, eat it. You know you want to eat it.
Oh my god.
He's gonna eat it.
William, you see like a super happy like vision. Like you just see Tacitus looks really happy. Tacitus, what you see when you eat it is what you most desire. You see yourself just like epically bleeding out on the battlefield. Just like this intense vision of you dying in the heat of combat.
Just
Grant's what you want to see right now. Just like you see this vision of you and Harshnake side by side, just beating the shit out of Imarith.
Oh, fuck yeah. Take on a Monday,
Nice.
baby. Tacitus is having a good time. Eating the flower was a good idea. It was a good flower. His chest feels a little bit more warm.
All the
It's
hair on
not
your
as
neck
warm that
stands
any
up a little
alcohol
bit.
can bring.
Yeah. Good moment, y'all. Holy shit.
I'll just like look around, get paranoid, and then just start like compulsively weaving the last bit of the flowers from my hair into like a fucking protective charm, and just be like,
The yeah.
Terry doesn't even know what's gonna happen. He's like, what do I do with that?
Ollie, the flowers in your hair are not as vibrant as they normally are. They seem a little withered.
Another fucking thing to be stressed about. You know what? If it works for William, it works for me. If it works for Tacitus, it works for me.
Don't eat flowers. What the fuck?
You know,
Don't ask me for flowers.
I'm not asking you for flowers. I'm taking out the last bit of Fey wine that I keep in a tiny little container. And
That's
No
not the
way.
solution.
That's exactly the solution. That's exactly the solution.
Yes.
I don't think it has any special effects for me since I am a Fey.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Okay, thank
It
God.
tastes like home.
All right, drinks a little bit of Fey wine. Weirdly
Nice.
enough, it seems to like kind of like you take another flower out. This one seems to be like in a better condition.
Huh.
Damn you, Davis, you're rubbing off on me. Fuck, we need a Dave Matthews Hand anonymous.
Bunch of alcoholics. All right, as night comes. Unfortunately, I don't. But this never happens. I swear. Third rock.
Yes.
Yes?
You are sleeping like a little snuggly wuggly furbolg that's got giant blood and Goliath, and it's you know, sleeping. Your mind. What are you dreaming about? Lay it on me.
Probably Third Rock would most be like if it's like Pinnacle choosing to have a dream. Third Rock's at the base of a mountain that has like a god pillar on top, and he's just like collecting flowers and shit at the bottom, just being a little
You stand at the
tootsie.
base of this godly mountain. The ground begins to rumble slightly below your feet, and as you look up, you see light almost shines out for a moment, and as you look down, standing at the base of the mountain, you see your mother.
Oh.
She stares at you, and her eyes almost glow with the same divine light that the presence of the Oracle had.
Oh.
In a voice that is strangely like your mother's, but also nothing like it, you hear the following little tidbit. Be wary of the great. Fuck.
Wow. What do you hear your mom make that noise?
Woo! This burp was brought to you by Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, guys. If you want to burp at inappropriately timed occasions, man, just fucking drink this shit a little faster than you probably should.
Dark dream ambient music in the background, and all you're gonna do is go. "Brrr."
So make a dexterity saving throw because your mom has a breath weapon now.
Oh my god.
In your dream? That's psychic damage. That's psychic.
All right.
Oh.
Be wary of the great worm's gifts. The ancients act on awesome scale. 1,000 years our war worn down, small folk succeed our titan thrones. Our god is gone, the king's storm stilled, the skull-born throne near overthrown. The slightest sister sits the chair, her elders ever envy-eyed. The Lord shatter spoken oaths in sacred service to ambition. A thane racks a world profane to smash and smooth and carve and kill. A duke ignites a great war once more. A chief consumes a harvest hell. A jarl's wrath is winter's will. The deep one's dreams fall unseen fell. A countess schemes to lift aloft secrets of spells of stone and scale. A worm's words are wicked wind, she seals in stone and searing sand. The recent regent, yet beset by never-ending argument, frozen fast by indecision or inflamed by dark derision. Catch the killer, crush the vassal, a conch to carry to a castle. Restore a realm or shatter further, ripples from a mother's murder.
Can we get that in chat real quick? Because
No, you gotta take notes.
I was literally trying to take notes for the first half of it, and I was like, no way, I'm not a stenographer. My words per minute on the keyboard are not that good. Because I was only catching part of it.
Next scene.
No, because there's so much to digest there. That's literally just all of what we need to know for our next executing plan. Because what I could derive from that was the basis of each place, how they're going to be the demise of each person. Like, if we wait too long, it's either going to be Eternal Frost or Eternal War by Fire Giant. The Hill Giants are going to consume. Be wary of Great Worm's gifts, the Ancient Axe on awesome scale. Yeah.
Do you say anything to your mother while you're in this dream, or you just go on this little rant?
Well, I'm sorry, fucking Lane. I'm trying to digest this as a player before it skips past me. My goddamn ADHD won't let me focus on anything else.
As she finishes speaking, the mountain shakes once again. Before you can catch the voice in your own throat, you are shunted awake in a cold sweat.
Slightest sister, chair her elders ever envy-eyed. So each of them are a title which corresponds with each civilization. Countess schemes to lift aloft secret spells of stone and scale. So she's looking to basically combine either actual stone giants and dragon magic.
I said words per hour, or Dalton said words per hour?
Dalton said words per hour.
I said words per hour.
I got like 3 words per hour.
Yeah, it's exactly words per minute. Words per minute so far off. I do decent with speaking, but not so good on the keyboards. Okay, slightest sister.
Well, I mean, at this point, I assume you awaken your companions and tell them about this.
Yeah, if anything, everyone comes up to Third Rock because he's just fucking chanting all this shit to himself just to remember it. He's just saying all of these things back to back, and it just seems really twisted. And he's just like he's speaking way louder than like this time of night he should be. He's just like, a duke ignites great war once while a chief consumes a harvest hall. Jarl's wrath is, and it's just like this really fucking. You don't really see Third Rock being this kind of like clerical kind of possessed.
Yeah.
It's just like hitting him all at once, and I don't think there's going to be a whole lot that you guys can do to like wake him up other than just like listen to everything he's saying. And I'd probably say after like maybe 20-30 minutes, Third Rock just like calms down and just like quiets out and just does some deep breathing, and then just like looks at everyone and is just like how, like basically like recalling like, how much did you guys hear of that?
I'd be willing to comfort Third Rock during that whole thing. just to like ease him in his panic, or whether it's not panic, if it's it's just his processing of it while he's
Yeah,
asleep.
I
I'd
would say
be
it's
totally willing to.
less panic and more of just like divine, like
Yeah,
like it's
I'm
like
willing to
more
like
spook.
I'm willing to hold you and like make sure you're okay and shit like that, and calm you
Okay,
down when you're ready.
just as players, let's go through this. A Thane racks a world profane to smash and smooth and carve and kill. That's stone giants.
Yeah.
So no matter who the stone giant is, whether or not that's fucking Caliithica, stone giant, if that's who we killed, then fucking so be it. Same thing with a chief consumes a harvest hell.
Yeah.
That's kind of obscure because we did just kill the chief of the hill giants. That was kind of the motif and similar to the stone giants, but that could also just be their kind. So it's like double backing. It's a little bit more unsure. The things that we really should pay attention to is the Jarl's Wrath is Winter's Will, the Deep One's Dream, Fall, Unseen Fell.
Hmm.
This
And
feels like a prophecy we're in the middle of, and some of it's
yeah,
Yeah.
resolved, and some of it's still to come.
exactly. Yeah. Um, Countess schemes to lift aloft secret spells of stone and scale. If that is of genuine like stone giant stone, and not like of scale as in stone as people who live on Earth, it's vague to say the least. But
Isn't the
if it,
Cloud Giant Countess? Isn't that a thing?
Looking, yeah,
yes,
that's
So
probably
that's
divining that she's looking for dragon magic, as we discussed.
yeah.
spells of stone and scale, looking for dragon magic for sure, but the stone is the unknown that we don't know. The worm's word of wicked wind, she seals in stone and searing sand. That is Irameth, I think for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
our wicked wind. So Irameth's behind a lot of the talking too.
Recent regent yet beset by never-ending argument.
That-
Regent,
Don't-
never-ending argument.
Recent
I
regent,
assume that's
The
the
Ordning.
storm giants.
that's the storm giants and the ordning.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
recent regent yet beset by never-ending argument. The never-ending argument is the ordning, and the recent regent yet beset is the stone giants.
So we can
Or
gather
the storm giants. Sorry.
the current leading members of the Storm Giants are in an argument, and we're guessing Irmit's probably intervening so they don't come to a conclusion, which is where the dark derision comes
If
from.
we take if we take too long, the frost giants are gonna become vastly powerful. But
Oh, yeah.
if we decide wrong and we give the fire giants the right, if we take out the frost giants and we give the fire giants too much time, or if we befriend too many of mutual allies of the fire giants, then they could take over. Is what I take out of that. Restore a realm or shatter further ripples from a mother's murder. Ripples from a mother's murder. My mom's gonna die.
It could be your mom, or it could be a Storm Giant mom. We don't know where Hecaton's wife is.
Or
Yeah.
level with me here. Level with me here. What if Third Rock's mom's already been murdered, and that's why she appeared the way she did?
Third Rock would instantly do a sending spell to his mom. Super fast.
I
We're
think
going
you should
into the
try
day
that.
that you guys are going to get to the castle. So like this is the morning. So if you want to burn the spell slot, then be my guest.
Oof. That's tough.
No, I can't.
Be wary of a great worm's gifts. The ancients act on awesome scale. That's Klauth.
Yeah, Klauth is definitely the Great Worm.
Hmm.
Don't fuck with his gifts because he's got a plan and it doesn't
Oh, yeah.
involve and like it only uses us. 1,000
So
years.
don't
are
steal
worn
his
one
airship?
down.
Question mark? Question mark?
Wait, what did I?
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
Small folk succeed our Titan thrones. Interesting.
Isn't that
Small
what?
folk's place on the ordning.
Yeah.
Our god is gone, the king's storm stilled, the skull-born throne near overthrown. Okay. King Storm,
just-
Storm King, Hekaton. Our god is gone. That's fucking
Autumn.
Autumn.
Autumn. The Skullborn throne near overthrown. Someone's trying to overthrow the
Let's
Storm King's throne.
also, not to be devil's advocate, let's not be hasty. Stone Bones was the Storm Giants' god. What if, or the Stone Giants' god? What if the Storm Giants have a smaller god that would normally be responsive that is also gone? I do realize that's a very small median to fit in, but if they also have their personal god gone,
Anybody that has proficiency in history, if you want to roll a history check.
Okay.
I doubt I have it, but I'm gonna look anyways.
21.
Out of religion proficiency. Any gives on the religion aspect? Is this
Nothing
a
on
god?
religion. This is for something history wise.
Okay.
William 21. Assuming you guys are kind of pulling together, I'll give Derek advantage. It's all right. The Skullborn Throne. There is a artifact of great power in history called the Wormskull Throne. It was
Okay.
built by the Dwarven gods and entrusted to the rulers of the Shantar, an ancient Dwarven empire. It was the power and pride of the ages untold. The throne would hover off the ground in its massive thing made of polished obsidian with oversized feet. The impaled skulls of four ancient dragons kind of like crescent the bottom of this massive throne. After the fall of the Dwarven kingdoms, the Wormskull throne went missing.
Okay.
Interesting.
Kind of piecing together that story between shared knowledge.
Throne has gone missing. Nobody knows currently where it is.
Oh, that looks fucking badass.
I mean, it looks fit for a giant at that point.
Yeah.
I don't mean. I mean, at a later point, if someone can remind me, I've been studying this spell that has been recently delivered to me, and I think it might be of use. It has something to do with the lore of legendary items, and I think maybe if I prepared a little bit more with some preparations, that we might be able to get a little bit more insight to this. Not only that, I think if I'm familiar enough with an object that if we get clues to once we get close to it, I might be able to also deem its location
Mm-hmm.
through one way or another.
I would like to circle back. The slightest sister sits the chair, her elders ever envy-eyed. We know that Hekaton has kids.
Yeah,
and
3
their
daughters.
Their court has been all in a tussle. So we know that the youngest is currently in charge, and there's a bunch of division there. Don't we know that Irmith is also like fucking with the sisters too?
We more or less picked up through the oracle that she is interfering with the court.
Well, you were told that
Okay.
there's an evil in his court, and then when you asked where Imrith is, the oracle said Maelstrom,
Gotcha.
which places
Okay.
Irmith somewhere in the same place that the Storm Giants are.
And we can assume evil, and then Irmith
Yeah.
being in there.
Easy connection.
Mm-hmm. Cool. The Lord shatters spoken oaths in sacred service to ambition. Okay. So
Which one was Lords? Which that would be the Lord Storm Giants, right?
Maybe.
Storm Giants is Lords, Thane is Stone, Duke is Fire, Chief is Hill, Jarl's Frost, Countess is Cloud. That's all.
What all would we know about Hecaton's wife?
1,
Terry?
2, 3, 4, 5. That's all of them.
You guys don't know anything about his wife.
Yeah, we don't know anything about my queen. I don't
My-
know.
But Queen.
I think Harshnag told you her name was Queen Neri.
Queen Nari. Well,
Well, we
Frozen
haven't heard
fast.
much about her.
Frozen fast by indecision or inflamed by dark derision. That's
well, if we go through a process of elimination, if currently one of the daughters is acting on the throne, that means that there's a good chance that the queen is also indisposed, just as the king is.
That would track.
Mhm.
It would. Yeah, to go to the children, that must mean both are out of the equation.
Third Rock, we know she's Queen Neri, I believe. Do you have any other further information upon her?
Ripples from a mother's murder. That could be Queen Neri.
So she's potentially dead.
That
Mm.
that could. Oh, all right, boys. I'm not gonna cast this without you wanting me to. I have commune available. We can ask questions. That is a damn good question to get a yes or no question on. Yes or no answer, sorry. If we ask any fucking god that would know if she's dead, that's a huge answer.
That is a huge answer. My
But
worry
that's also
is-
my only that's only my
right.
that's my only 5th level spell for
We
this
also
entire
know that questions around Hecaton's location and the whereabouts and his livelihood have been blocked by divination magic.
I would
There-
save that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's okay. If that would be useful in our current situation with the Cloud Giants and offer a bargaining chip, I would be interested. My only worry is we may not get an answer at all, and also we are going into a very dangerous situation, and I would not want to put you out of your most powerful divinity.
Well, to be fair, I don't think divinity is anything to really be kept to one person. I openly share it with this group, and with your all acceptance and
Juice.
open wisdom, I would like to at least unveil a little bit of it. To
You can get 3 questions with commune, so you can ask 3
yeah.
things.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all yes or no questions, though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we could come up with some really good fucking yes or nos. But that being said, I think that if
Don't
we
mean
can,
to interrupt, but I think off in the distance we can spot a castle on the horizon.
Run the flag.
Well,
basically
currently,
hold on, real quick, wrapping it up, just going. I think we can
At
leverage
that
some of the.
point, all of you hear
God
breaking
damn
the
it.
silence of the skies the cries, almost of agony, of a dragon.
Oh, really?
Mm,
Fuck. Okay.
any chance
Yeah.
those sound familiar?
Sounds
New
like
dragon?
Sounds
Who
like a
dis?
dragon.
Sounds like a dragon is like crying out.
I look at Third Rock like I wish I could continue this right now, and I bolt up. I bolt to the.
God damn it!
All right, Josephine, raise the white flag if you would.
Already on it. We should be there in a few minutes. This is your time to prepare.
Do I see anything on the horizon that would indicate?
We see off in the
Location, or is
distance,
it just
and I'll
south?
give you guys kind of like a handout here.
It's in the sky though.
You see a massive, imposing,
Jesus
flying
Christ!
cloud giant castle, multi-layered, and yeah, like you hear like a pained yell coming from that direction.
Is that a fucking chessboard?
Maybe. Don't worry about that.
If you go chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall.
So you guys have
Tell
about
'em
10 or so
all.
minutes before you arrive near enough to where you guys get the theoretical
Smoking
board.
caterpillars.
So if you wanted to cast that spell, this would be your chance to do it.
Okay. I bite the inside of my cheek hard, and I put my armor
All right.
on.
All right, boys.
Yeah, my armor's on. As soon as I knew we were getting close to the castle, I was putting that shit on.
Let's do the unpleasant meta talk real quick before we do
I
anything.
hate to be that guy before I give Dalton ideas. You can ritually cast commune. You don't have to use your spell slot.
Can I really?
Yeah.
No.
Can't cast it a lot of times in one day, or you might get bad answers.
Yeah, because it says for every repetitive cast. Yeah. Can you
There you go.
really?
Yeah, it's a ritual tag, so you don't have to use your spell slot.
Oh,
And you have about 10
that-
minutes, so you can cast it right before you get there.
You love to see it. Okay.
I do. And it just says incense. It doesn't
Yeah.
say
You have
incense
a-
that consume.
So
I
you
have
can just do that with
incense.
your
I have-
arcane focus.
I have a shit ton. Oh yeah.
If it doesn't say gold, you don't even need the material. So yeah, if you guys want to hash out 3 quick questions before we get to the castle.
Let's do it.
All right. Sick.
Okay,
Who
I
killed
think-
Queen?
No,
Wait, that's
I
not a yes or no.
No,
You
I think
contact your
is-
deity or divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends, and you receive a correct answer for each question. Divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient, and you may receive unclear as an answer if your question pertains to information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge. In a case where a
I think-
one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the deity's intentions, the GM might offer a short phrase instead.
Okay. I think the very first question we should ask is the queen of the storm giants dead. I think that's a very cut, clear answer that is very yes or no, and it's very, very decisive of information that we know.
I would say Queen Neri specifically, because the queen isn't a.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I just meant like that specific person, but yeah, Queen Neri is Queen Neri dead.
Good first question.
I think that's a good first question.
I think we should at least ask one question pertaining to the cloud giants, just to give us
Yeah.
an upper edge, and make sure that we can, you know,
Get your boy out.
Yeah.
and God, this is the first time we've had access to this, so, you know, what divine questions have we been looking for? I mean,
Well, if we're looking for bargaining chips with them, there's a matter of asking, are we close to dragon runes? A dragon.
Well,
She's obviously
letting us know yes or no doesn't give us an answer to
I know.
even the
Are we
question.
close to it? And she says, and it either says yes or no.
That's-
we don't want
that's
to give them shit.
horrible.
We want to have something, you know, respectfully. We want to have something that they can. I'd rather give them proof that we mean.
If we
what
know-
say.
If we know Ascor has
Are we meta talking right now or PC talking?
meta. This is all meta because this is us trying to ask questions. The first question I think we've all agreed on is the Queen of the Storm Giants dead? Whatever her name is. The second one
As
would
soon as
be
you tell me you cast the spell, you have a minute to ask those questions. By the way.
okay. So first one is the Storm of the Queen Giants. Whatever Dakota you mentioned her name was D.
Well, what god are you asking?
It says any subordinate, or it gives it like a non-denominal thing, right? Like I don't have to specify.
You contact your deity or a divine proxy.
Or
So
a
you
divine,
get to
like
pick.
Third Rock would have knowledge of who the Storm Giant deity is, right? Because he probably wouldn't get a response from Onum. Can I
You
ask the
definitely
Oracle?
wouldn't.
Can I ask the Oracle?
Try. You could also try to ask on him. You don't know what would happen.
All right,
Never
fucking.
communicated before.
I'm gonna try Onum just because if it funnels down some sort of sub answer thing, I would be happy with that. And if I get 0 response, that's really fucking salty. But
Strawn Moss is the storm giant deity.
Strawn Moss, okay.
That's who I would ask.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
awesome.
ask Strawn Moss first, and then if I don't want to fucking make the wrong answer, but I'm just gonna ask Strawn Moss because he'd be the one that has the most direct answers.
You figured
first
out one
question- Yeah, the queen. Second one, Ollie, you were saying you want it pertain to the storm giants. William, you were inquiring about Ascor. My question would be, does Ascor pertain dragon magic that the cloud giants would be interested in? Because if that's so, then we can lead with that. That's good fucking information. If you guys disagree, say so.
Question number 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you
'Cause
my
that-
dad?
That answers. Yeah. Are you?
I I feel a certain way. Like it would be good to know. I feel a certain way about giving them a bargaining chip that would make them stronger. Considering that their goal is not with ours. But I don't know what other kind of
Drinking another
rule
burp
we could
juice.
That's it.
Do it.
Without me.
Do it. Also, another very basic, kind of straightforward question, because we only have a minute to ask this, would be: is Hecaton's youngest inheriting the throne? I mean, it's riddled like we kind of know who it is, but if we get a
Lightest
no on
sister
it,
sits the chair. Her elders ever
Oh,
FBI. That feels pretty conclusive.
How could we wrap this around to find out who has the throne?
yeah, that's kind of I want to see.
We know the youngest sister is on the throne, and Iramith is whispering in her ear, turning them against each other. That's like Oracle shit we've got.
Is Iramith using a conch?
She's already there. She's already in the castle.
But she's traveling back and forth, right?
I suppose she can also fly.
Hecaton is not on this plane, I thought.
He's out of divinatory reach.
Y'all don't know where
There's some kind
y'all
of
don't know where Hecaton is. You don't know the location of Maelstrom, but it's on the material plane.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
I
is
feel
somewhere that can be traveled.
If we keep it practical, we can ask, as for like storm giants or cloud giants, we can ask for a second question, like, would the cloud giants be willing to part with Felgolos? Like, what do they want him? Like, see how much they're invested in him being there. So we
Is-
can
Convince them to
approach
release him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convince them to
Is-
release him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Otherwise, we're gonna go bad shit and murder them.
Can Felgolos
Can we-
be released?
Can we convince the cloud giants to release Febulos? I'm okay with that being the third. Completely.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
That's all three
Okay,
there.
that's all
Terramare.
three.
All right, so
So
I'm going to start the timer. You got to ask me those questions, okay?
Okay.
Ask your
You
first
guys,
question.
will you boys hold on? You boys help me remind me. The first one. What's the name of the girl?
Queen Neri.
Is Queen Neri of the Storm Giants dead?
Lightning cracks across the sky and a thunder
Ooh.
shakes. An affirmative yes.
Oh, shit.
Okay, it's a good answer. The second one, which was the Ascor, right? Does Ascor pertain dragon magic that would be pertinent to the Cloud Giants? That's an agreed yes between the group. Before I ask,
We'll at least
Yep.
we'll know it ourselves.
I have a
Cool.
timer going. Are you asking it?
yes. Timer's going yes. Ask.
The flame elemental billows a column of flames that almost seem to sear in like the red scales of the balloon glow. Affirmative yes.
Mm,
15 seconds.
Next one.
Ask
last
it.
one. What was? I'm sorry, boys. What was the
And
last
they
one?
Felgolos.
Felgolos.
Will they be willing to part with Foglos peacefully? Basically, will they, without fighting, will they let go? Yeah, ask.
As the cries of the dragon break the silence once again, you feel confidence swell your chest. Yes.
Yes. So I just turn to Ollie and smile, and I just go, I think our friend's gonna make it. Beyond that, I think we all got a little bit of insight into the path we now need to take. And with that, Third Rock being like, Ollie just took his inspiring leader, but Third Rock just literally successfully asked questions to a god and received direct answers. Third Rock's gonna stand up hella tall, and he's just gonna look at you boys and be like, I'll be right back. And he's gonna go cook a fucking small stew in the pot and just cook a little
We are
fucking...
right at the
You
castle.
guys are
It'll
at
take
the
you 10
castle
minutes to
gates.
cast that shit.
Man, at least, fuck you guys. I'm gonna at least whip out my chef
Gotcha.
snacks. Hey, listen, I think I have enough chef snacks to where beyond Ollie's temporary health, I can give us
10
all
HP
extra.
doesn't stack.
Yeah.
It do, are you kidding me?
You can't
Yeah.
stack
Between-
10 HP.
Oh
I'm
man.
going to
Too many broken
as
builds.
Yeah, as the
I guess that's
lightning
fair.
Yeah.
Terry, will
into
you
the
let me do it
fire
this once
billows.
because my
No.
chef's treats are like they're D8s. Yeah, that's fair.
Hold on to those and
can-
feed them to people after the temp HP runs out from the aspiring leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to, as the lightning billows and the fire swells and I hear the cries of my friend, I'm going to climb up using my climb speed to the crow's nest. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to...
You guys are just approaching,
Imagine-
right? You're not trying to like conceal or hug the clouds.
Approaching.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
approaching.
Can I at least? Hey, to be
We're
fair,
running
can I at
the
least,
white flag of surrender. Sorry.
Can I hand my treats to people so I don't have to deliver them in the heat of the moment and just pass them? Because I have 4 that give you a D8 plus temp. They heal you 4 plus. Oh no, 4 plus proficiency. Yeah, so with the special ones, you get a D8, an extra D8.
Burp juice. The
Yep.
movie.
It's going again.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna hand them to Tacitus, Ollie. I have to leave one person besides myself out. That seems very selective. Okay.
Leave me
Uh,
the fuck out. I'm at 130 HP right
Okay,
now.
I'll give everyone temp. I'll give everyone the chef snacks. Where if you guys need it for the temp HP, after your other temp HP wears out, it's a bonus action to eat it. I believe.
I think I'm seeing shit I'm not supposed to see again.
Yeah, a creature can use a bonus action to eat one of these. So I'm giving out all 4 to everyone but me and Tacitus. So if you guys run out of temporary HP and you have an extra bonus action, eat one of these treats and it'll give you a D8
Okay.
plus 4.
Yep. I am in the fucking crow's nest, wind in my hair, ready to fucking thaumaturgy my voice out to anyone who'll listen.
Yep.
All right. As you make your way closer to the Cloud Giant Castle, all of you hear like bird-like caws through the sky. The sound of the dragon has gone silent as you guys approach. You see from time to time some of the battlements. You can see cloud giants kind of moving within. You see large mounted ballista. This thing's a moving fortress.
Yeah.
And as you make your way, you see the clouds seem to solidify in front of like this large. If you guys can find the picture again, let me send it. There's 2 large clouds connected, one little tower with a bridge. Clouds seem to appear on the right side. You see a staircase made of clouds seem to appear up to the gatehouse. As you're seemingly given a place to land your ship and approach.
We going, baby?
Yeah.
At the very least, a good sign.
As we start to land, I'm just going to announce, as it seems they are allowing us, or at least haven't tried stopping us yet, thaumaturgy, emboldening my voice, and in giant, I'm just going to cry out, "We are a voice in the tempest, and you will listen. I hereby claim that we have a great voice to be spoken, and we humbly request in your court that you and your kin, your leaders, and your followers listen and hold space in your court. I call upon whatever aristocracy is in this community. You will accept this parley request or dishonor completely any respect of society you once held. And
We're all gonna die.
Jaden, you're on fucking fire tonight, buddy. Keep it up. I
Oh my
fucking love
God.
you, bro.
Do you
Holy
guys?
shit.
You guys land and you get onto the clouds. They're like solid at your feet. They dock the ship. She kind of goes, "Well, we'll stay here. Good luck." Are you guys going in fully armed?
We say weapons
mean,
drawn.
Astral's always armed, so I don't really
I-
know
Are
what
you
you want me to
guys
say.
going in with
I ain't
weapons, or you leaving your
I ain't
weapons
leaving
behind?
my shit here, but definitely weapons on my back. And
Yeah,
just, like,
everything is sheathed, but I'm not
sheathed as
making
a
that mistake
motherfucker,
again.
No,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. No, hell no. I would no.
I'll look to you all and say, I'm not against this, but they will see this as an act of aggression in this court. It will be an extra level that we will have to combat for our acceptance into this and for our furthered. Fuck, and I'll just hear the sound of Felgalos in pain in the background.
He's been
Yes.
quiet
Yeah.
for a while now.
Oh,
Do you,
just okay.
do you,
I'll
do
hear
you-
it in the back of my mind and just say, that is a challenge I'm willing to overcome.
do you think they'll be a little bit more sympathetic if they realize we've dealt with other kinds of giants? Because
No, we can tell them we've killed 2 clan leaders already, and I'm sure.
okay, cool. As long as we're on that same level, we can justify ourselves having weapons while approaching as small folk while approaching giants. I think that's pretty cut and clear. And as long as we don't wield them immediately, that we can somewhat at least be talked to, if not somewhat trusted. Like I don't think that small folks coming into a place with weapons is as disarming as giant folks keeping their weapons.
No.
Like
Let us make haste. I will lead the way, and you will be close behind. And should things turn dire, you know what to do. But again, my voice will cut us a path, hopefully to success, and if not that, at least an advantage. And Ollie's just like fucking fire behind his eyes, moving forward.
Oh yeah.
As you are moving forward in another strange moment, William's going to kind of dust himself off, reach into his bag, walk up to Ollie. Well, we should probably have you looking your best then. As he pulls out an eagle feather and slowly tucks it behind your ear, braids it a little bit to your hair, and casts Enhance ability. You will have advantage on all charisma checks.
Hey.
It kind of gives you a good
There you
pat
go.
on the head. Don't want to be looking bad in front of royalty, do we? Yeah.
oh yeah, also a little bit of meta talk. If you boys at any point in time while we're not in combat want to call the whole Operation Titanfall thing, if any of you boys saw it in chat, please, if it ever gets uncomfortable, just let me know. I can, because who is going to be the 3 that we really needed on? Me, I would think me, Tacitus, and Derek or Ollie, or me, Derek, and Ollie.
Derek has
maybe.
his hawk. I have nothing to catch my.
Okay, so me, Ollie, and I would say Tacitus, because if Derek now has his hawk, then William can cast fly on him and Astral. And Astral has slow fall, but I don't know that counts up in the atmosphere. So
I'll be okay.
okay,
Yeah.
well, okay. So as long
Wolf can only
okay.
save you so much, but yeah.
so
I'm
Operation.
pretty fucking far from okay.
Pretty
I was
fucking
I've been
far
watching
from
that shit,
okay.
watching. But so Operation Titanfall basically relates to me, Derek, and Ollie. So me and the Churchill's boys. If you guys ever fucking get to a point where you're like Titanfall, fucking hit me with the shit. Immediately,
Okay.
no problems with it. I'm saving my 4th levels for that.
Cool.
All right, so as you
So
make
we
your
got
way
Buttercup
to
and
the
Titanfall.
the
Titan's ready to fall.
The staircase has been sculpted from clouds with steps that are 3 feet high and 6 feet deep. So you got to climb ahead of you.
Third Rock takes a really deep breath and kind of just reminisces what it was like to first step foot in Zephyros's castle and just go, "This is going to be nothing like that, huh?" And then just
I mean,
like
those
really
steps aren't that bad compared to the stone giant steps. Those things were fucking huge.
Shut up, Mr. Double Jump. Get out of here. We have to climb.
I got teleported up there, okay?
This motherfucker playing Super Mario World 3 over here. Just poing, poing, poing. Always walking over a 90-foot fucking vertical angle. And everyone else is just like, can you carry a rope? Just,
As you
"Yeah, I
approach this massive 27 feet high, ornately carved, thick wooden and polished bronze door. Handles jut out about 12 feet above the floor. As you guys kind of just sit there trying to figure out what to do to open this door, the door begins to swing open.
Okay.
All right, William, looking over at Tacitus. Best behavior.
Oh, hello. How are you
Opening
today?
the doors, this a fit kind of younger, not like a child, but probably like just like it would be the equivalent of like a 19 or 20-year-old human, fit young cloud giant in his prime, kind of like dressed very finely. You see he wears a mask that almost gives like a regal grin. Kind of opens and stands. He looks down at the door, like he opens it expectantly, and then like doesn't see anybody, then looks down. Well,
His character icon looks like the guy from the Goonies.
well, that's what all the Cloud Giants icons look like. So sorry about
It'd be
that.
It'd be
Flop.
I've on to suck your blood.
My God.
He kind of looks down at the group. Wow. In giant. No. Let's see here. What's he gonna speak in? In common. It kind of looks down. 'Tisn't every day that small folk take to the skies to pay us a visit. To what do we owe the pleasure, then?
Maybe speak giant.
And I won't speak giant. I'll respond to him in common, but I'll lower my resonancy and tone, and sort of like keep the boldness and the confidence in it. And I will just say, we are a group of individuals who find themselves breaking the norm, and
Definitely a thing. Just this is the standard image for it.
yep. We find ourselves in good company and request an audience as well as passage, for we have come to know a great deal and find it rather interesting, and believe you will as well.
Well, it should suit you to know that the Countess is intrigued by the arrival of small folk flying such a vessel. She has, in fact, requested an audience with you.
And I believe we can come to an arrangement.
Hold on, someone mentioned something. I gotta make him beautiful now.
Is this the sexy man name?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Who looks like Hercules almost.
He's an ugly storm giant. Dalton immediately. Fuck, there's gotta be porn of this.
With the ugly bastard tag, right, Derry?
Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Holy shit.
Stream, you get great content like this.
Yep, Don't make fun of my NPCs. I'm not finding tokens for all of them. Alright, so yeah, he says that the lady has requested an audience with the group. He kind of looks down at all of you. He kind of eyes each of you, like what you look like, what you are, what you're carrying.
Yeah.
If you have thought to challenge our aristocratic behavior, I should hope then weapons stay sheathed.
Of course. It is
I'm led to
a
believe
mutual
that
understanding.
most small folk can't fly, so let's hope you make it to your ship on the way out.
This is
Astro bites his tongue.
This is an understanding that we can agree upon.
My
And we
mouse
can
is
also
hovering
agree-
over the third level spell.
You can agree that small folk in a mighty castle will need some form of assurance that they will not be thrown miles fall and squished under a rock.
Have we a
Consider
reason to
this
throw you?
You do not, and therefore we are at an equalizer. We enter the court, we are under a mutual understanding that no violence need be held.
Let's pray you are men of your word.
as to you.
As you make your way further in to the gatehouse, you see built atop a separate cloud connecting the main keep by a stony bridge. The gatehouse is where you were greeted. Battlements surround the gatehouse arriving platform. You see on either side of the door a short flight of steps lead to a stone enclosure that contains unmanned ballista. 2 air elementals seem to be standing by at guard. They kind of they don't have eyes, but they turn to look at you and then see that you're being escorted by a giant, and then just kind of haphazardly blow wind around, because that's what they do. They're elementals.
William, because he's the dad, under his breath goes, "We'll cover their heads."
Fucking dad joke.
Approaching the main gate of what he tells you to be Lin Amal, the name of the castle, you see 2 very identical looking Aarakocra. 2 very regally blue, almost could be twins, both wearing the same kind of armor, weapons. They both kind of look up, nod, and move out of the way as, I'll say he gave you his name. It was Stressero.
How do you spell that?
With a C,
Never mind.
so I think it's Sre and not Kre. Cressero probably
Italian.
sounds better than Sresero. So yeah.
Do they both? Wait, only one of them's.
This is the
Cressaro.
giant name. If you
Oh,
roll the
okay.
R, it sounds better. Corezzo.
Are giants Italian? Are cloud giants Italian?
This
Would it
guy
be a-
looks more Greco-Roman, honestly. Which, you know,
Carezzo.
Corezzo.
Creso.
Yeah.
The Greeks and Romans more run their R's into the other word, so it'd be Creso.
I found a picture. It doesn't mean
Cressero.
anything.
Or-
All right, you make your way. You make your way through the well-lit chambers. The ceilings in here are about 30 feet tall. Just this massive, in-scale-sized castle. He walks you through the central hall. You see more of these massive doors, all of them like 27 feet tall. The handle up above, so it would be difficult for you guys to get around here without being able to access the handles.
Cast Arcane Eye once, and now he's got hallways full of doors, you son of a bitch.
You really did pick the best dungeon to do it on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, we did pick the entire cave that had 0 cave doors. So, bravo on William and Mike's part. I don't know.
I feel like if we casted Arcane Eye, it'd cause a problem.
I think that too.
God damn it.
New map.
Bring back the D4s of psychic damage.
Checking out the room in here.
More unattractive cloud
Hey.
giants. Oof.
I did the math. If I throw you from this castle, you'll take 258 d6 damage, William. Do you want to keep it up, huh? That average is over 1,000 damage. Death Ward, do it. We'll see what
With these
happens.
unattractive cloud giants, it's impossible for me to keep it up, buddy.
Why are you
Oh my
talking
God.
into this boom mic?
Wait, Terry, did you just admit that the death ward thing does not work?
I don't know.
No, you're gonna pull that bullshit that it's an effect. I'm sorry, it doesn't say magical effect. It says effect. An effect that would kill somebody. Gravity, definitely effect that would kill somebody
Yeah,
at
see
this
what
height.
happens. We'll see what happens if Titanfall happens. I didn't say it wouldn't work. I just said it would
Try
work for
it, see
William.
what happens.
You're fucking implying it. When God looks at you and goes,
Look,
I don't know
I'm
what
not gonna
tell
say
you,
if it
bud.
won't work. I'll say it definitely won't work for William.
Definitely won't work. What?
For William.
For William.
You can certainly
Oh.
try.
Oh,
Has-
okay. That's
This
a different story.
This is straight.
We just figured out.
You know, like when you
This
back
episode's
perfectly,
header is-
when you back perfectly, but an archer shot an archer shot an arrow at you, so like it follows you.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're gonna throw a
no.
rock right as he starts to fall, and the rock's gonna follow him the whole
Oh,
way down.
no.
It's gonna hit the ground at 1 HP and be like, ha ha ha! Ah!
Move around Cloud will enact his revenge
What's that
by
called?
causing
Terminal
storm magic
terminal
to
velocity.
strike
Both
him at
William
single
and the
blade.
Rock reach terminal velocity at the same time, and then William hits the ground,
A
pops back up, and
30-foot
it's
high curtain wall with an overlapping rampart encloses this stone-tiled courtyard, which contains a few puddles of rainwater here and there. You see that there is a cloud giant standing watch atop the rampart. 3 ballista face arrow slits on the outer wall. 2 iron grates cover a 10-foot square holes in the floor. The grates are held in place with stone and cement. You reckon you could probably fit through the holes if you needed to. You don't know what's down there, though.
Cloud
Astro
down
says,
there.
I guess they can't even beat the rain above the clouds, huh?
Making your way further in.
We're going on the Cloud Giant tour.
A 3-hour tour.
World Tour.
Do we get free hats at the end? I heard.
Everyone
I'll
likes
just say-
free hats.
Can we
I
trade those
solved the
hats for a
ordering,
drink?
and all I got was this stupid hat.
Does Stats just have an
When
inspiration? Because
when we finish
an inspiration.
when we finish Dakota, when we finish this campaign, I'm getting that hat made. Fucking trust it. I solved the ordering, and all I got was this stupid hat. It's gonna be
This-
single-handedly one of the best hats that I own,
This
and I'm a man.
opulent hall features lapis lazuli tile work.
Yes, it does.
In murals depicting the castles in the clouds, as well as cloud giants chasing silver dragons while riding rocks and golden sky chariots drawn by griffins. Marble bleachers hug the walls near the entrance, across from which stands an ornate alabaster throne, inlaid with gemstones. Guarding the throne on either side are 2 life-size statues of cloud giants, one male and one female, standing at attention, wearing tall helms with a feather plumage and clutching mithril-tipped spears. The statues look at each other across. You see them here. Set into the floor in front of the throne is a 10-foot diameter circle. Game of Thrones fans are going to like this one. Circular hole surrounded by decorative tiles and gold marble. White alabaster and blue lapis lazuli. Standing at attention with their backs to the hole are 4 Aarakocra. All of them look, again, eerily similar to each other. All of them look the same.
The token thing, that's a real thing?
That's a real thing. They all look the same.
Okay.
The Aarakocra are alert, but remain perfectly still as you enter. They kind of look up, see you with escorts, and then sitting in the throne, you see...
Ooh, yes. Ooh, that's fancy. Oh, you bitch, you fancy, huh?
She gets her own token because she's special.
That's a bad bitch.
That's the youngest daughter, isn't it?
What?
Cloud giant, not a storm giant.
You see,
you're
dressed
right.
in an immaculate, massive, there's decorative carvings all throughout, but it doesn't distract from the fact that she wears, plate armor. Her hair, wreathes off into... Wish I was a part. Her hair made of clouds that suddenly billow throughout. She dons a mask right now. You can kind of see in the photo that seems to have a frowned, almost sad expression on it. So you can't currently see her face. You see resting on the throne, kind of within reach, but not on her. You see a large mithril spear. A little bit of blood on it.
Don't want her to draw it. She's sexy as fuck though. I mean, in a scary, powerful way. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
Astral thinks, let me smash.
as all of you enter the chamber with Countess Sansuri present, we're gonna go ahead and take our quick break because I got a whiz. Meet you guys in
All right.
Yeah, you would literally
5 to
have to
10.
crawl inside that woman to have it.
Cool, but real quick, can we
Hey
just
man,
like
that sounds like a good ass time to me.
Listen, I wish I was a fucking bard.
Astral, your
I wish I
psychic
was a
speech is
fucking
on right now.
bard.
Stop being horny.
Yeah,
We're
but
like,
Astral,
we're
you
like-
sound piece of
we're like
trash
a
to
charisma-
everybody.
charisma of 20.
Astral?
just
You
sit
guys
here
slide a
like-
hand check to see if you can tuck your boner away.
they call me small folk, but boy, I ain't small.
I tell you what.
Why, you gonna feel that there today, giant?
Bigger than
Y'all
a
are
giant?
children.
I like the sound of that.
I like the sound of that. Terry, y'all are
Child.
children. Yeah.
All right, I took a
Yeah.
leak. We can continue or take a break. Y'all's call.
Wait, are we? Was that literally the quick break?
I mean, if you guys want to take a quick
I'm
break,
down
we
for a
can.
quick break.
Oh,
We normally end
I'm
around 10, and it's 9:17.
Yeah,
This
but
is
I thought
true.
we pushed it back because we started 7.
Yeah, well, that's up to the East Coast kid and the college boy, both with a fiance/wife.
I would like to go smoke
Hey,
one more,
hey,
but that's gonna be like 2
hey,
minutes
college
tops.
boy, what you thinking? What you thinking, college boy? What you
You
thinking?
want to run till
We-
11
we-
tonight, or you guys chilling?
Let me ask the wifey.
All right, take a $5, go smoke a bowl,
Yeah.
do whatever. Love
Cool,
God.
cool. Praise Jesus, hallelujah for the stream.
Not bad. That
Look,
fits.
man,
Streams are
all
angelic, right?
all the East Coast boy is gonna say is, I'm here for it.
Would you like me down at 10?
10:30, maybe 11, 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Whoa, that escalated very fast.
Shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars.
The latest.
You
I'm
got
playing.
shoot
Come on.
high, so then you can bargain. Like he'll
Shoot
he'll
for the-
throw.
Hey, Terry, I don't want to hear.
Very,
Do what?
you know,
Oh,
I don't
20
wanna
minutes.
Hear about that.
and,
Is this about the 20 minutes thing?
Oh, that was not that. But
Oh,
God,
that's
is
a
the
memory.
sacredest of things.
What are we
Wait,
talking
what
about?
is this? What
Don't
is
worry
this
about it.
now?
Don't fucking worry about it.
You're referring to Queen Tanya.
I don't want
Sean,
to.
and I'm like, Yeah, it was
That's
a
a
really,
really-
really good RP session.